Mr. West, Mr. Good morning. What's good, everybody, and welcome to the first video for 2024. Compliments of the new year to all of you guys that are new to the LV Hane channel. Welcome. Please don't forget to subscribe, link, and share this video after you are done, because I am in hopes that you are a first year, second year, or anybody who's doing undergrad and is tuned in for the tips and tricks that I'm going to be giving in this video. If you are a returning subscriber, I know you missed me. So I know I did say I'm coming back with, promising you guys like a clothing haul, and that a Shein haul will be happening, given all the different packages that I was receiving and you guys wanted to see the things that I've been getting. Unfortunately, I realized something greater of the good needed to be done. Seeing the certificates of achievements I had on my wall, I decided, you know what, I wanted to do something more personal and very dear to my heart as a dedicated student leader alumna, and I decided that I wanted to release a video that could help other students gear themselves into the undergrad year. But before we do get in the video, actually go and watch a video that I did with Sinazo on her channel, which are things I wish I knew before coming to Rhodes University. And I feel like that is more where we're relating to the Rhodes University space. In this video, I tried a lot to cater to almost everything to do with undergrad, whether you're at Rhodes, whether you're at Wits, whether you're UP, whether you're in Venda. I just tried to cater to more of that, but still relating to the fact that I am a Rhodes University alumni student. Her link is in my description down below. It was a fun video to make as we kikied and ha-ha'd on all the things that we had to discover coming to Rhodes University. Without further ado, let's get into it. I made a list of all the things that I want to read to you guys. So if you've got a notebook, a pen with you, or if you just want to jot it down on your phone's notes, then it is a good thing that you go through this list. Number one, research. I'm just going to also read the points of what I made so that I know what I'm talking about more in depth. Actually, know what you are getting yourself into in terms of your degree, in terms of your location, in terms of your school's reputation. Can it accommodate other aspects of your life career-wise? Can you do a side hustle? Can you do an internship? If you watch the video that I said I did with Sinazo, she did ask a very valuable question. Did you know what you were getting yourself into coming to Rhodes? For a person who comes from Joburg, going to a place like Rhodes with cows and donkeys, it was definitely a cultural exchange. It was definitely an environmental exchange, a big one. Joburg is a very fast-paced, dynamic city. Do you understand what I'm saying? And with the degree I was taking, for example, journalism and media studies, along the lines, it would have been an advantage for me to try get myself into the job sector earlier than just when I was done with my degree. Had I been like first year, had I known, okay, the basics that I'm doing journalism in media studies, had I narrowed down that, okay, this would be my career, this is my passion, I would have started and had more opportunity in Joburg, because most of the media houses, big companies, just in general that deal with journalism and media studies, your ENCAs, your news places, your Newsroom Africa, they are situated in Joburg. At least that the luck is that I do stay here. And when it came down to my fourth year to do my internship, I was able to know that I'm coming back home and I'm going to be chilled. But for somebody who's coming from Durban, from somebody who's coming from PE, for example, and they're going to Rhodes and they're thinking they want to pursue a degree in journalism, and then when they get there, the hours that they need to obtain, the things that they need to do, they can't do, because it's very limited. It's a very small town. You can't really find anything. It's about the degree that you were taking. Who are you talking to ask about what degree? So many people, you'd be surprised how many first years are actually confused that journalism belongs under humanities, or drama belongs under humanities, or B-Farm belongs under this or that or that or that. There are so many people who do not know what they're getting themselves into. What other aspects of your life is it adding to when you're coming to Rhodes, when you're going to Wits, if you're going to Wits, okay, cool, I want to do medicine at Wits. What things do you know? What things, or how can you do hours? How can you gain hours? How can you accumulate hours? How can you accumulate credits? How can you add to your CV around Wits? Not being within it, but around Wits. Are there hospitals that cater to you as a student to try job shadow? So do your research in terms of just being at school is not like be it all, guys. You really need to do other things that contribute to what you're studying. I feel like most of us have this mindset that I'm just here to read books, party, or create friends, make friends, whatever it is, and then I'm just going to go home. You won't enjoy your university life not knowing what's going on around you, not knowing how you can come out of the university space and enjoy other aspects of your life, but still adding to the value of you as a student. Point number 2, do more than what you're being taught. Develop skills in the job market to be an invaluable asset. Find skilled people, stay longer learning notes, dedicate hours, don't read to learn, read to reward your mind. Get into allowing yourself to, once again, part of research, know what is going on in the specific career path that you are taking or the career path that you're trying to pursue. If you know you are doing a B Farm, follow those pages, follow the YouTube people, follow what's going on, follow the news websites, subscribe to the news websites that tell you what's going on in the medicine world, what's going on in the health world, what new virus is out, how the variant has been discovered, how something has been healed, what cancer has been healed, how, who did it, who died because they released the latest way to do HIV. I used to be a person who I'm given 5 readings, I'm like, yes. When am I even gonna get the time to do like readings of something that I like? You're always so kept up in your work and you're like, I'm just here to let it come here and go there. You don't. I think one thing you need to realize that whatever you learn now, it carries on into. I have a story, okay? And this is about my dear friend, Josh. No matter if the thing was due in 3 months, whatever it was, even if there was no assignments due, even there was nothing, he was always in his office editing, working on animation, working on how to do animation, working on how to design, working on how to do graphics. Guys, now look at what the advantage is that now we're all done with school. Some of us are now scrambling, oh my gosh, what? I think this is why it's important to realize that most of us, we do complain about the whole, why would they say that I require 5 years experience when I just finished university? It's because they expect you to start knowing what to do with your life from first year. I do not know if I'm making sense. Am I preaching? If you are doing more than you're being taught, like Josh, who from first year is learning to edit, learning how to animate, it's easier for you by the time you've created now a portfolio, you've created an experience of yourself of what you can do. By the time you're done with varsity, you're already presenting yourself as a person who knows what they're doing, and that's what they're looking for. That is the experience to that entry level job. It only gets better for you there because you're going to be learning to do what they want you to do for their specific company, but you need to come already with the skills. Am I making sense? I hope I'm making sense. Edit even when you don't need to. Learn that skill, even if it's just in medicine, whatever it is, if it's in architecture, whatever you're doing, take the time to make models, draw, do EGT boarding. Like, besides of the work that you are being given at school, do more than what you are being taught. Point number 3. Get involved. Participate, volunteer, sign up, attend social events, build your network in different sectors of your department, professional events, attend those too, and remember that nothing is impossible. The more you get involved, the more you expose yourself to what you need to know. The more you get involved, the more you expose yourself, or you place yourself in places that will attract what you are working towards. That's a podcast. Let me use the mic for that. The more I even forgot. I feel like with first years, one thing I saw about student leadership, right, and trying to get first years to really participate and get involved in the stuff that they're doing, it's the anxiety, it's the feeling like, oh, everybody's watching me. Honey, let me tell you something. Don't fear being watched. For us to stand there and talk to you guys is also nerve-wracking. But when you realize the amount of lives you are impacting, when you realize that when you get home and you're like, damn, I messed up, I was nervous, I was shaking. And then you get that first year saying, I am so proud of you being my entertainment rep. I am so happy. You are so bubbly. You speak so well. I wish I was like you. How can I get involved? Find a sport, man. Don't just come to school, go to lectures by 2 o'clock. You're home, you're sleeping, you're eating popcorn. No, my friend. Go do that hockey. Go do that netball. Go to dance class. And one thing about university, they've got so much nice things to do. There's taekwondo, there's karate. Go and do it. Now, don't limit yourself to sitting at home, to eating chocolate. Do it. do it. Get involved in everything. Sign up for a club that you like. If you know, okay, I'm in the journalism space, like me, I signed up for radio. Something I never knew I would do in my life. I never knew how to operate the board. You learn. It's important that you support your fellow student leaders in doing what they're doing, because they are just like you. They are people who've put themselves in those shoes to make a change that they wanted to see. Guys, student leadership, apply for that secretary job, apply for that environmental job. You need, guys, student leadership plus free food. Oh darling, I'm there. Free food, free shirts, free trips, I'm there. The amount of opportunities and the experiences that you are so exposed to are beyond measure. Being a fresher does not mean you need to be around only G24s. Just being a fresher doesn't mean I need to stick to the people that I came with. Find people, talk to the student leaders, hang out with the student leaders. Who cares what? Like, if you are the type of person where after an event you want to hang out with the opulent com or the SRC, hang out with them, go with them for a drink, go with them for a smoothie. What is stopping you? Don't be out here just trying to limit yourself to your restroom and your friends and your housemates just because, like, oh, we all understand each other. Network yourself, because the next time you want help with something, you can't ask that fellow G24 who doesn't know as much, who like is clueless as much as you are. One thing I think I missed out is not networking with people in my department. Talk to your lecturers, make friends with your tutors, make friends with your supervisors, be on a good basis with them. You understand what I'm saying? Know the people who know what's going on in the department. Somebody where you can pop in and say, hi Mrs. What HOD, how you doing? Don't let the whole thing of like it's university and it's like adult like life intimidate you. Get involved in the things that make you happy. Get involved in the things that add to your value. Get involved in the things that you feel like, oh, if I can achieve this, I would be great, right? Point number 4, get a mentor, guys. And I know Rhodes University has this thing of once you have been clocked in as a first year, you automatically get somebody who's going to mentor you. In most cases, the person that you are paired up with, you could be maybe doing humanities and you could be doing drama, and then they could have paired you up with a person who is doing pharmacy. So most of the time in terms of academics, there is no relation, because she is focused on whatever medicine that she's doing and you are having questions about referencing and what. However, I advise that you do keep that person, but get a mentor, one in your department. Either could be your tutor, it could be a supervisor, but go for a lecturer. Guys, once again, network, creating a relationship. There's nothing that stops you from knocking. After a class, knock at your lecturer's door and say, hello, have a conversation with them and ask that I would love to build a mentorship or a relationship of mentorship between the two of us. I'm really passionate about getting into the anchoring space, which I feel like you have an expertise in. Would you be able to mentor me? Every Fridays, go and check up with them, let them know what you are doing. Once again, going back to doing more than what you are being taught. That's the time you can dedicate to say, listen, I've been working on my editing skills, this is what I've come up with so far. In first year is the basics. You get your lecturers that teach you the overall theory of everything, but go beyond. Even with the lecturers that are teaching you the basics of everything, ask who in the department teaches, that was some language right there. Who in the department teaches people animation? Then they'll tell you, oh, it's Brian Garman. Go and look for that Brian Garman's email. Go and look for that Mr. Sir Brian and say, listen, I want to do animation in the future and I would love for you to mentor me, because I've already started working on my own animations here and there in my time as a hobby. Would you be able to look at my portfolio from time to time? Would we be able to meet from time to time? They would not say no. Don't wait until 4th year to then get to know who's doing what and what and what. Get yourself familiar with who is in the department of psychology, who in the psychology runs therapy. If psychology like branches out to different stuff, who in the psychology department has done therapy, who in the psychology department has done social work. I want to do social work. Let me go talk to that person. Let me get mentored by them from first year, so that they can be able to be the people that tell you in first year you need to start focusing on getting yourself familiar with these chapters, getting yourself familiar with these outreaches, getting yourself familiar in community engagement, things that you need to do. Get yourself a mentor in the career you're pursuing. So this can also happen when you are seeking a mentor in your department. But it is always nice to get a mentor out of the university space, somebody who's already working or has done some years in the career you're pursuing. Don't limit yourself to actually even going on LinkedIn or social media pages. DM. You never know who's going to reply to you and say, I love your work, you are so great, I know you've worked for different radio places that are close to me and close to the areas that I'm surrounded in. Power FM, Jacaranda FM is some Yacaranda FM is things that are close to my home, and I would like to know if it's good that we get in touch, we get to talk, get you a personal one. One thing I've realized about mentorship, I do have a certificate. With first years or whoever you're trying to mentor, some of the personal stuff, they're not easy to come along. You understand? And in mentorship, you don't always want to make it an academic-based relationship. You want to be able to joke and kiki and haha and take a break and laugh together. Okay, I'm in university now. I want to know how I'm going to balance this life thing, this academic thing, this social thing. Somebody who doesn't give it to you logical, but is there to support you emotionally and personally and mentally and physically. Somebody who can say, hey, let's go to the gym. You said you wanted to start gym, masambe net Jimmy. Network. In part of getting a mentor, network. When you do get a mentor, and what's so great about paying attention to what people say is people will pay attention to what you say. So the next time you go to a lecturer and you're checking in on something and you're like, yeah, so I worked on my animation and I recently realized that I like animation more into into the comic space. And I've been following up Steve something, and he's a South African based something. You would never know. That person could be like, oh, okay, I think I know somebody who works in the same company as Steve. Maybe I can get them to get Steve's contact. Maybe you can get to talk to him. Always be open to networking and always pay attention to what people are saying. And when I say be open to networking, guys, that means going out of your comfort zone, going out of your close circle. Go beyond. If a lecturer says, okay, since we have a different relationship, or even a tutor says, okay, a tutor will most likely be the person that invites you to like a bri over at their place. Go. Point number 5, be open to leadership. Darling, be open to leadership. And let me tell you what leadership has gotten me. Top 100 recipient of arts and media and culture. Mentorship. I ran for SRC. It got me exposure. It got me a community. I have a trophy. What has leadership gotten for me? People. Achievements. Do not be afraid to be that first year that applies at the end of the year to be something in second year. Trust me, the person that I mentored, darling, she's enjoying by now. Amihle, I hope you're watching this video. It is a great way that tests your growth, that tests your humanity, that allows you to come out of your comfort box. People look up to you. People look up to you and what you are doing. People want to be like you. You are the same person that needs to make that first year, that second year, that third year feel good. You are the person that a fourth year will come to and say, things are changing now. How are you guys doing it? Because I'm a G16. Build a well-rounded social life. Take a break from the academics, man. Have the study friend group. The study group, people that you meet up, you book a booth in the library, you study, you do stuff, you make notes. Have the friends that you are chilling with in race, have the friends you go with to groove. Do not lose your morality. If you come from a home that attends church every Saturday or attends church every Sunday, there are societies for that. Go and get yourself people who from there that are supportive and understand your morality and the ways of your living, and they're going to be people who will influence you right. I was surprised. I was like, I thought we all groove. Kanti, you guys are, because on Saturday nights we are all but the next Sunday things change, right? Trial and error is the road to success, and get up and keep going. I think for me it was the shock of you chilling one day, you all are like, we are young, we are free, we are wild, we can do whatever we want, until you get that email of somebody who's taken their life. And well, in most cases, when you do get the email of somebody who's passed on, they do not go into details whether they took their life or whether it was a casualty. But the first thing you would think is that it's a situation of somebody taking their life because of the stress of school, stress of academics. I failed as a subject. I don't know what to do. At home, they said I must do law, but I failed law. At home, they said I must do law, but I wanted to do pharmacy. There are so many things that are going to change for you culturally, mentally, physically. And I need you to remember to always get up and keep going. I always told myself, I was happy. I'm on the right track. Degrees change, stuff change. You are no longer happy where you are. Understand that It's always about you. But make sure that if you get an intuition, something that makes you feel like, I think me hooking up with this person is not going to be cute, listen to it. I think me not enjoying this degree, I should change it now while I still have time, is not going to be like, it's going to be, do it. Things change. You need to be able to take care of yourself mentally, guys. I think that's one of the biggest things I've seen there by university. Mental health and mental deterioration is a thing. Be able to take care of yourself. Be able to say, listen, I'm no longer happy here. Your parents cannot do anything. Part of getting a mentor, get you somebody who you can always just get outside the house and go talk to. Don't be out here crying about your problems to your mom who's 5,000 kilometers away and saying, oh my gosh, this is happening. Get outside the house. Point number 8, do something to keep you in check and accountable. Set goals for the semester, set goals for your career, set goals for your personal life. Start small. Setting goals and setting a vision is so much more. These things that I'm giving you, this list that I'm giving you, is something that you take, you stick onto your wall, that you know every day you get up and you look at. Something close to the mirror every day. It's just like affirmations, the little notes that you write to yourself. I had those in my room. I am beautiful, I am kind, I'm hardworking, I'm passionate, I'm gonna enjoy my day, I'm a blessing. Start off in the smallest way, things that have to do with you. I need to have a mentor by the end of semester 2. Right? Set a goal. Try to set goals within the moment that you're in. I want to be able to come out with 80% for all my subjects by the end of the semester. That's all. Then, point number 9 is make use of your university's facilities. Right? Visit that wellness center, darling. Sign up for therapy. Mental health is important. Sexual health and awareness. Everything is just included there. In your student account. If you know that you're struggling through something and once again setting a goal to get up and saying, okay, as much as like I'm in my head today, I'm depressed, I'm overthinking, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna go sign myself for therapy. One thing I need to also make a vital note: sexual health and awareness is something important for you to have. Oh, because I use condoms, I'm good, I'm safe, darling. You need to go beyond just, I know that condoms are 90% safe. No, attend those stuff and those campaigns where they teach you how to roll a condom on, and go to the facilities, go to the clinic once in a while. My first pap smear was in university, literally in 3rd year. My first pap smear, right? And after I learned how like the goodness of always having your sexual health and awareness on a good time high, I was going there every 3 months, not knowing a pap smear is literally every 10 years. You feeling like something is going on down there, you're not sure what's going on, go there, check for stuff. You feeling a lump, go to the facilities, go to the clinic. Make sure that you are always like, you prioritize your sexual, like university guys now. A lot of things are happening. There's a lot of things that are being passed around, and you might think, oh no, because like I'm using condom. There's also hub. You can pass something through hub because you don't know where that mouth of that person has been. Now you guys are sharing a hub, you guys are sharing bottles, you guys are sharing clothes, you guys are sharing stuff. Always make yourself a priority. Go to the therapy, go to the finance office, go to the library, do what you need to do. Go to the clinic, get your random HIV test done, get your random STI test done. Make use of the university facility. And then last but not least, this is the other. It doesn't have a heading, but this is the other. Always be aware of what's going on. This is something that I lacked, definitely, especially like within my department and the things that are around it. Because sometimes when you're focused, it's always just you and your degree. It's just you and journalism. It's just you and the journalism class, and it's nowhere else. So you journalism, because after like 3rd year, you once again you start specializing within your department more than having to attend the big lectures in the big lecture rooms. But yeah, and then you're just focused. It's a one-way street between your home and your class, your home and your class. Always know what's going on. Don't be too early to always go home. Don't be too early to always go home and be like, oh, I'm done for the day, let me go. No, always know what's going on. Ask, are there any events coming up? There's always these events that are always happening within your department or within school just in general. Somebody maybe is flying over to come and have an outreach talk, or come and have a community something talk, or maybe there's donations happening somewhere in like Joza or different communities. If you're a blogger, but still you're doing like, I don't know, chemistry, nothing stops you from going to the office and saying, hello, are you looking for any student bloggers or student people to write the news or anything like that? Number 2, keep record of your work. Start to do a CV where you know everything. Don't try to sit there and guess, I worked for, I don't know. Try to do a CV and always update it every time you do something new. Get onto LinkedIn. Get onto LinkedIn. If there's one thing I can tell you right now that you need to do, is to get onto LinkedIn. This is the first thing you can do right after this video. LinkedIn is a place of impeccable opportunities. LinkedIn is a place where you could be scrolling and you can find like 5-6 jobs. LinkedIn is not a dating app. You start to post your achievements. They can see like, damn, you've been really active. They love to see people who are active. They love to see people using the resources that are being given to them. They love to see people who are engaging in the things that they want to pursue. So if you get onto LinkedIn right now, start connecting with people. If you know you are in the journalism sector, follow those radio people, follow those news anchors, follow other people who are. LinkedIn literally celebrates everything. You celebrate your degree. You can celebrate, oh guys, I just got my results for my first semester. My goal this year was to have over 70% for all my subjects, and here I am. You will see people reacting, liking. That is so great. Somebody will make an opportunity out of you. Somebody will be like, listen, I like your determination. I've been following you on LinkedIn. I see that your semester results, your second semester results are great. You have this thing of you're also doing more than you're being taught, and you're going out your way to enhance your skills. How would you like that when you are back in Joburg for the 6 weeks of holidays, I can hire you for internship, or I can come, you can come through to the company to do job shadowing. You know what I'm saying? Like, get on to LinkedIn, darling. Try to make an income. Try to make an income of your own, right? There is the allowances you get from your parents. There is the NSFAS. There's all of that, but look for that side job. Look for that student jobs. Many jobs are there. You can work as a bartender, given on your timetable and your flexibility. I did bartending, waitressing, and let me tell you, get rid of that mentality of your crush seeing you in an apron. Get rid of that mentality, because at the end of the day, that money is going to pay for your nails, for your hair, for your toes, for your maintenance. Do that bartending job. Do that student job in the library, or do that student job in the department. Go file some papers, go staple some papers, you know. And in trying to make an income for yourself, save every month. This is one thing I didn't do, and I didn't enjoy my December because I would have put my money. Save. Once you've made your income, say, out of the money that I'm making, as much as, because already you're being given an allowance to survive on, out of the money I'm making, I can save 200 per month. I can save 100 rand per month. I can save 50 rand per month. Thank you guys. If you've made it this far, then you've most probably watched everything that I needed to say. I had so much fun making this video and giving you guys tips and tricks on how to do first year, second year, third year, whatever it is, but in general, how to do undergrad the right way. I appreciate you guys for listening and engaging, and if you'd like to see more videos like this, do comment. But I had a lot of fun doing this for you, and there is more to come because it is definitely a personal rebrand. If you are not subscribed, do subscribe, because it's more content coming, more fire content, more fun content, more entertaining content. I mean, it's written up in my banner. And yeah, guys, have a nice day. Stay God bless and stay being positive.